Aye, boom. Welcome back to the channel. Today we're going to be cooking up from scratch as usual, and I'm going to let you know all the tips, tricks and secrets that I have been using in 2024 successfully making better beats, which has resulted in me gaining 10k followers on TikTok in the space of 1 month, gaining over 3 million views in 1 month, and being connected to artists basically all around the world in the space of 1 month. So yeah, I'm going to give you some insights, but let's just start cooking up from scratch. First off, we are on 160 BPM, and we are also going to be using Mosaic voices. Before we start, make sure you're following me on Spotify. I just hit 10k monthly listeners, so there's gonna be a link in the description. I'd appreciate if you just drop me a follow. Check out the latest song. I haven't used this in a long time. It's a great bank for getting like vocal pads and anything vocal. It's insane. And let's pick a scale. What will we go for? We'll go for D minor. Normally, if I'm working in D minor, my first note is always just gonna land on D. So we could do like a D minor triad. Let's take out the middle. Let's push up to D again. Let's keep filling it out. Let's just layer, layer, layer. I like that. Ooh. Now let's get rid of the top notes. Maybe come down. That sounds pretty smooth. I'm not gonna lie, it's pretty smooth. We're gonna throw on some stereo enhancer, and all I do is just touch it to the left ever so slightly, and let's just smooth it out with some reverb too. I think we're gonna stay in Mosaic voices and just find another preset to layer it with. Sounds pretty nice. Again, as you can see, there's like 3 channels in this bank, so it's like 3 kind of different voices. Heaviosity never really disappoints. Anything heaviosity I normally go by. With this one, we could just kind of layer them along the top notes. For this one, it's sounding very dry and down the center. Again, open up stereo enhancer. We're going to put on the 4 strings preset and some Valhalla reverb. Turn on the low cut, pre-delay, bass frequency down. Lastly, some pancake. Now turns it into more of like a vocal scape. I like that. I feel like that blends into the melody a lot better. We're coming into pigments. This is honestly one of my favorite VSTs. I use pigments quite a lot. Might go for a little bit more high-ended maybe. Something down. I think on this one we want to add some crystallizer. I always turn the pitch up 1200 cents, so as you can hear. And then I turn the mix very, very low. Like, what's this going to be like? Between like 3 and 5%. A little bit more. I always like to put reverb straight after crystallizer. If anyone can guess what I'm about to do, then you win my brand new drum kit for free. No, I'm joking. But speaking of new drum kit, my new Hoodtrap drum kit is out right now. If you're making Hoodtrap or you just want sounds of 2024, this is going to be one of the most up-to-date and current drum kits. It's got all the best sounds, all the highest quality sounds that you need for producing this year. We are going to reverse, and instead of pitching down, I think I'm going to go up like 2. Alright. And let's chop. I want that. Let's turn it on generic. So when you turn it to generic, generic's gonna stop these little clicks that you kind of get between your samples. Now, I feel like I can still add to this melody. So, I feel like I can add like some sort of kind of like top liney kind of melody or something. I'm feeling maybe a Duke. I'm feeling like this has slight ethnic vibes. So, we are in this, and we're taking the Duke vibrato. First thing when I'm using woodwinded instruments, I like to use stereo shaper and use the stereoized 3 preset. It's going to make it nice and wide. Next, I'm going to swamp it in reverb. And these are kind of 2 important features that I like to do also. I like to cut out Obviously, I'm just having a hard cut on that low end because I don't want any low end in from this. But then also, I kind of like to bring down the EQ here. So I just pull it down a little bit. And then I want to take out some of the high end. And again, taking out more like the mids and the low mids. And then lastly, throw some pancake onto it for good measure. And it makes it sound like this. This is nice. This nearly sounds like a drill melody. But today we are going to be making Hoodtrap. See a lot of people saying that all Hoodtrap is sounding the same and stuff like that. I mean, you can watch all my last Hoodtrap tutorials. I feel like a lot of them are sounding pretty different. Anyone that's saying that Hoodtrap sounds the same is like the exact same people that say all of drill sounds the same. So if you're saying that, you're one of them people. One key piece of advice that I feel like has helped me a lot this month is working with acapellas. Working with acapellas has genuinely kind of made, one, my arranging of beats a little bit better, and two, kind of making me understand a little bit more what I either need to add to beats or what I need to take out of beats or what I'm doing wrong with arranging or what I'm doing wrong with patterns, kind of like the bounces and things like that. It's definitely made me strip back some extra sounds I put in because it does ruin either like it might sound good on a beat on its own, but once there's a vocal on it, it kind of just like disrupts everything. There's one misconception that a lot of producers, especially in the early stages, kind of fall into, and I feel like I was that stage as well, is that sometimes you're making beats for other producers. You're making a beat so that a producer hears it and thinks, oh my god, that sounds insane. When really that shouldn't be the case. You should be making beats for one, artists, and two, just general music lovers. It's all well and good a producer being like, holy shit, that 808 mix sounds insane. But if an artist hears it being like, yo, that 808 is doing way too much, that's taking up way too much space in the beat, I can't really hear the rest of the beat, or how is my flow gonna fit on top of this 808, it's way too bolo and stuff like that. When making beats, don't make beats for other producers. That's a key thing that I feel everyone falls into. Once again, all drums in this video are going to be used from my Hoodtrap drum kit. A link in the description for that. We're going to strip these drums back again, like I said. Might even take them out there, take them out, and then... yeah, that sounds a bit better. Bro, I'm telling you now, snaps in these beats go crazy. Maybe a little bit further on. And also putting in claps as well. Claps around these snares go crazy. Now, I'm hearing this kind of hat pattern in my head. I'm going to change the velocity a little bit. Each note, we're just going to drag the velocity down. Like that. And then this one, we might pitch back down an octave. Alright, we're probably going to use a couple of different 808s in this, but we're going to start with the Hoodtrap 808. This is a new favorite 808 of mine. The 808s in this kit are pretty nice, I'm not going to lie. But like I said, we're kind of stripping this back a little bit. Get a little bit of switch up for the last one. Let's get the... yeah, this one. This 808 is insane. Switch these down like that. Ooh. See, now we have the main flesh of our 808 done. What I like to do now is I'm going to get an acapella, and I'm using acapellas now to really help structure my beats, to know what it's missing, what I need in the intros, the verses, the hooks, when I need to switch up, things like that. Because I do feel like this is obviously very repetitive, and we're going to need to switch up somewhere.
Niggas chase the clout when there's money to make now. Too catty, you know I don't play around. I'm on quadruple jewels in £10, done it in it. Should've seen laid out. banged in front of his dad. He saw 4K even when he got shaved down. Asked pops if he play round, don't crash in front of the playground. Glued up to the tip, aren't trust shit, got a hip at gunpoint. She'll find out at some.
But before we play the beat in full, I want to kind of talk about how to get successful and things of that nature. First things first, get your beats out there. Whether it's YouTube, TikTok, BeatStars, put it on your Snapchat story, I don't care. Just get your beats out there. This shit does not happen overnight. I've been doing this non-stop for 4 years. This has been my life for the past 4 years. Everything, I've dedicated everything to this. Maybe I haven't gone the hardest that I could have throughout the full years, but I've been consistent with it. Always been around, I've always been here, I've been consistent. And just now am I starting to see the real results 4 years later, but it's work that I've put in from 2 years ago, 3 years ago. It's all these things that I've learned over the past 4 years. I'm now starting to kind of understand, process, or things that maybe I did 2 years ago are actually starting to come into the works now. Like, things do not happen overnight. A loop you make today might get used in 2 years' time. It's literally all about consistency and determination. Swear to God. And to be honest, it couldn't be any easier to kind of grow at the minute, especially with TikTok. TikTok is your best friend. If you have like no following whatsoever, find yourself a niche inside of music on TikTok. Test out 100 things on TikTok, and whatever one out of those 100 things do the best, rinse and repeat that idea. Just take that formula and just keep doing it, keep doing it, keep doing it. This month of January 2024 has probably been my most successful month as a music producer, full stop. And you know why? Because I literally did not take a single day off this month. This month I've worked the hardest I think I've ever worked. I've been grinding making beats. I've been grinding streaming nearly every single day on Twitch. I've been posting to 2 different TikTok accounts. My main TikTok where I do like FL Studio content, then a completely other TikTok where I'm posting remixes of beats. I'm posting twice a week onto this YouTube channel. I'm posting shorts onto this YouTube channel that are completely different to anything that I post on TikTok. I'm posting Instagram stories to gain more engagement. If you're literally just making beats and that's all you're doing, it's not enough. You need to do more, and you can do more. If all you're doing is making beats, you're lazy and you're literally limiting your potential. We're literally in a day and age now where social media is basically everything. Especially if you want to be a producer, social media is basically everything. I've seen a lot of people that have texted me being like, I'm so lucky as to what has happened to me on TikTok. Lucky. That shit pisses me off. They said lucky. But I mean, listen, I'm not the one controlling views on TikTok. I'm not the one controlling anything. All I'm doing is putting in some hard work. Anyway, that's probably enough yapping. If you need more insight into like posting on socials and how to grow on TikTok and stuff like that, again, I made a full video dedicated to it. This one right here. You might have watching the videos, but you're not smashing the like button for me. So see that like button? Make sure you press it. And guess what? Look at YouTube. They're lighting the like button up for you. That's a new feature that YouTube have just added in. They literally, when I say like the like button, they light it up for me. Fair play to YouTube. And make sure you've liked. Make sure you're subscribed. Here's the full beat. Skip the intro. Come on.
Don't get so dumb while you're doing them whips. All you see is a flash like you just took a pic. Let me talk my shit, we got pleas and scoops on the forces. Lip balls hang by the retro kitchen king. Same day I done, I just flip my wrist. Quick sleight of hand and I gave it. Just don't get so dumb while you're doing them whips. All you see is a flash like you just took a pic. Let me talk my shit, we got pleas and scoops on the forces. Lip balls hang by the retro kitchen king. Same day I done, I just flip my wrist. Quick sleight of hand and I gave it. Niggas chasing clout when there's money to make now. Too catty, you know I don't play around. I'm on quadruple jaws in the town, done it in it. Should've seen people laid out. Got banged in front of his dad. He saw 4K even when he got shaved down. Asked pops if he play around, don't crash in front of the playground. Glued up to the tip, aren't trust shit, got a hip at gunpoint.
Today is the day. Go do it today. Don't say you're doing it tomorrow. Just start today. If you're gonna be like, oh, I need to build up a certain amount before I start. No, you don't. Just do it today. Whatever you've been thinking about doing, do it today. I appreciate you for watching, man. Run me up Instagram, Twitch, and TikTok, because they're the only 3 things I care about. I'm out. Good luck, later. Bow.